firstly, welcome. A lot of you guys I know, some of you are here for the 6-week challenge or the 12-week challenge. Today we're going to cover basics of nutrition, and it's exactly that. Right? There's going to be nothing like you should walk out here and be kind of mind blown in terms of, oh, that's super simple. Right? You should not leave here kind of like that's super, like I don't understand what was said there and kind of have no idea, right? It's really the basics. I don't go into any kind of fancy details and stuff. It might look like a whole lot of fancy stuff now, but once we're done, you're going to really understand what's going on. This will be the base of you and the foundation of you getting the results you want. Right? So the easy part, and I know for as many of us as it is the tough part, the easy part is making your way to classes each day. Right? So I'll do what I need to do here. Rudy will do what he needs to do. For those of you that don't know, Rudy's our head coach. We'll do what we need to do. We'll make sure you need to do what you need to do. But this is the big difference. Right? The results that you are after, whether it be weight loss, muscle gain, whatever it may be, is the journey is fast tracked so much more if this is on track. Okay, I've seen it over and over. We've been over 6 years. Right? I've seen it over and over and over again. Right? So if you really spend your time, Brandon, see, I'm so glad I'm taping this today. It's going for all the members to see. Alright guys, for those of you who don't know, Brandon is one of our regulars. Alright, so nutrition, just basics. Okay, we're going to start off right at the top here. Energy in versus energy out. Nutrition, weight loss, whether it be weight gain, weight loss, muscle gain, is all about this, right? If we want to lose weight, we need to burn more energy, so we need to put more energy out than we're putting into the body, right? If we want to gain muscle, right, we want to put more energy into the body than what we burn, right? This is how we gain weight as well, right? So we're not putting enough energy out, we're not burning enough energy, but we're putting too much into the body, food, wine, whatever it may be. Okay. Energy, how do we measure energy? Calories. So any food substance that we have, whether it be drinks, kind of any food that we consume, has a calorie number, right? So it's got a calorie value. So calories is energy. So if we look back at this now, it is we're putting too much calories into the body versus what we're actually burning. That's how we're gaining weight. If we want to lose weight, we need to burn more calories. We need to put more energy out than what we're consuming. All right, super simple. That's like a basic way to look at it. Your energy out needs to be more than your energy in. All right. Then obviously the energy in, the calories that we intake needs to be of good quality. All right. Any food substance that we take in will have macronutrients, right? So fancy words for protein, carbs, and fats. Any food has it, right? Some foods are higher in protein, some foods are higher in carbs, some high in fats, and we need to understand how we want to balance those and what those foods functions are, right? Proteins become the building blocks for the body, right? So lean muscle, so putting on muscle mass, helping the body recover. Protein breaks down into amino acid as well, so helping the body recover. That all comes out of protein, and your protein needs to be good quality proteins. Right? How do we get? Where do we get the good quality proteins? From lean meats. Right? That's as simple as that. So eating good quality meats is where you get good proteins. Now, some remember that even though I'm listing meats here as proteins, they also have carbs in, they also have fats in, but at a lower amount. Okay, they are just high in proteins. Okay, so your proteins are going to come out of lean meats, chicken, fish, red meat. Some red meats are fairly high in fats. Very important to keep into account. We take into account when we get to fats. But the lean meats is where you'll find your protein. Eggs, I'm sure most of you have always heard people say you got to eat eggs for protein, right? Very good source of protein and super simple food to take in, right? I've got one here and I've got one at home, like these little egg boilers, right? I take 7 eggs. I boil my eggs in there, boom, pop the uncle, and it's a quick, whether it be a snack or I need to get some extra protein into the body, I use eggs. Right, so that's kind of where your proteins will come from. Very important. I've put the yolk of the egg in brackets there, right? Also really important when we get to fats. The yolk of the egg, right, is very high in fats. Right? Just something to remember. I'll explain it when we get there. Okay, but when we eat eggs, it's very important. Do we eat the whites? Do we eat the yolks? What do we do? I'll explain it when we get to fats. Okay. Carbohydrates. Right, carbs are generally the one that makes us pick up weight. Right, so if we eat the wrong amount of the wrong carbs, starchy carbs, high sugar carbs, those are the ones that are too dense in calories. So you eat 100 grams of pasta versus 100 grams of meat. You're taking in 400 calories versus 100 calories. Right? Instantly, your energy that you're putting into the body has gone up dramatically for the day. You're eating the wrong food. Okay, so proteins, by example, if I had to fill a coffee cup, this little cappuccino cup here, if I had to fill this cup with a good quality lean meat, it'll probably be maybe 200 calories. Okay, 200 units of energy. If I had to fill it with a bad carb, it could be 600 units of calories. Okay, so, and that's the problem. That's kind of what we don't understand. It's not always about plate size. It's about what's on the plate. Okay, we could be eating really good quality sized plates. We've got to put the right stuff on a plate. Right? Otherwise, we taking in high calorie foods, which shoots that one through the roof. Okay. All right. The carbohydrates. Where do we get them? We get them from veggies predominantly. All right. So good quality carbohydrates come from veggies. Any veggies really. All right. I'll show you guys now how we're going to measure veg calories. But sweet potato, butternut specifically are two that I really like to go to. Sweet potato is like a super veg, right? There's really good antioxidants, really good other nutrients in there, but it's a good quality carb. Veggies are kind of tough. You want to eat, for example, if you eat broccoli, you've got to eat 500 grams worth of broccoli to get the same good carb out of 2 sweet potatoes, right? So 250 grams of sweet potatoes. So they're not even. Remember that foods are not even in calories. Okay, so as jy almal is so broccoli, dit is great. As jy jou calorie count vir daai meal wil laag hou, maar jy moet 'n vrag broccoli eet om die goeie carbs daai te kry. Waar jy in plaas van dit kan jy 2 goeie sweet potatoes eet en of sweet potato mash of so iets. Sweet potato is cool as well. Like it takes some time, but like there's different ways of cooking. I put a sweet potato in the foil the same way you do a mealie when you fry, right? So I chuck them in the fire. I put them in a pan, olive oil, some spices. I've got an air fryer that I use. Slice them up and I make little chips out of them. Like sweet potatoes are super cool food. I do a sweet potato with a cut open. I put some low-fat cream cheese and some pepperdews in there. So simple things, but you can really, like sweet potatoes are one that you can really work well with. Right. Then whole fruits, right? And specifically whole underlined because we don't want canned stuff. Right? So we don't want the stuff that's being processed. If a fruit has a label on that tells you what is inside the fruit, it's got that little list, then it's been through. Excuse my French, but somehow it's just processed, right? Then it's been processed, it's been added sugars, there's been stuff added to it to kind of preserve it and make sure that it can stay on the shelf for the whole year, right? So we don't want to go to processed fruits. Whole fruits, then you can go bananas, apples, pears, strawberries, whatever you want to eat. Remember that fruits are high in sugars, right? Which is a high carb, but it's a good quality carb, right? So fruits in moderation are a good way to go. And then whole grains, right? So good quality whole grains. We talk about brown rice, quinoa. Those of you maybe haven't seen quinoa before. It's almost like a rice noodle. You can find it at any store now. It used to be kind of fairly scarce. Now you can find it. Checker sells it, Spar sells it, we sell it. Quinoa, it's a good replacement for a pasta, but rather eat a quinoa. It's a good quality carb, but it's low in calories. Right? So it's a much better choice. And then pure oats, right? So oats is always a big point of discussion, right? Oats are high in carbs, but we want to eat rolled oats, right? So you can find pure raw oats, right? Not the stuff that comes in the oats instant sachets with, right? If you pour that stuff into your bowl, trust me, because I know because I eat them every now and again, right? But to be quite fair, my calorie count allows it every now and again, right? So, but if you open that packet, throw it in the bowl, about 2/3 of what comes out of there is oats, and then the other third is literally powdered sugar to give it the taste, right? And that's rubbish. That's a ridiculous amount of calories. Okay, it's a bad sugar that we don't want. Okay, so carbohydrates, that's where most of your energy for the day comes, right? So proteins, your building blocks, sustains your lean muscle, feeds your lean muscle, helps your body with recovery. Carbohydrates is predominantly where your fuel source for the day is coming. Energy or power, so you don't feel like right. Very interesting. For example, if you feeling kind of middle of the day, and maybe you haven't eaten enough, and you see a fruit bowl there, and there's an apple, a pear, and a banana in there. 9 out of 10 times we're going to go for the banana, right? And the reason we go for that banana is because growing up we've always eaten bananas, and our brain connects the high that we get out of the banana. Because it's high in sugar, right? So ons gaan altyd vir die piesang, and then wanneer die piesang gee vir jou instant feel great sensation. It's very similar actually to a drug, right? It gives you a high for like 30 minutes, but if you don't eat something else in that 30 minutes, when that banana is actually eventually worked out, you get a big kind of down, and then you're like, oh, now I need to eat. You kind of feel really miffed. Okay, so bananas. Super high in sugars. If you have moments like that, try and get something else with it, right? So try not to just have the carb, right? Because the carb will give you that feel-good sensation, but it doesn't really give you what you need, right? And then fats, right? So we've done proteins, carbs, and fats. Fats are also basically a source of energy. You need good fats to make sure that a lot of the things in the body are just balanced well, right? But very important with fats. Fats, out of the 3 macronutrients, are the most dense in calories. Okay, so this is the easiest way to mess up this guy over here, energy in. Right, so your energy in by eating the wrong fats could skyrocket without you even knowing about it. Okay, fats, nuts and seeds, avos, really high in fats. Olive oils is something we cook with on a daily basis. To give you an example, in terms of me talking about that fat being high, right? Let's use the cup again. Right, it's a good reference. Right, so if I eat proteins, right? We were talking about specific proteins and carbs earlier. But if I eat this cup and I fill it with good proteins, I'm going to have 200 calories, right? Probably about 150, maybe 200 gram value here, right? So we're going to look at about 200 calories, right? 200 units of energy in this cup. If I have a carbohydrate, right? Even a good quality carbohydrate, I'm going to look at about 350 calories in that cup. If I go good quality fat, 600 calories. Okay, so that's the fats are one that you really need to watch. For example, sometimes I get guys in the 6-week challenge and they maybe don't follow, they listen to what I'm saying here and they don't follow the nutrition too tightly. We get to the 3 weeks weigh-in and we don't see as aggressive results that we would have wanted to see. And I'm like, take you through like food. What are you eating? What are you snacking on? No, I'm snacking on nuts. I'm like, very important, how much nuts? Okay, so that size, that nut packet, that size, right? That's the 100 gram size packet. The calorie value in that nut packet, right? So what we do is we start eating, we generally finish that packet, right? I'm eating healthy, I'm eating a healthy snack versus eating potato chips or something, right? If I finish that packet, right? The calorie value in there, you could have just as well had a piece of muggy cake. Okay, just to give you some reference. The calorie value in a 100 gram packet of nuts is the same calories as a piece of muggy bean cake. Okay, probably eat the cake. Okay, right. Okay. So, with saying rather go eat the cake, don't eat either. Okay. That is why you'll see, for example, I've seen in a few stores now, but Woolies were the ones to start with it. You've got the 30 gram packets, right? And there's a reason they make them that size, because they've gone kind of the more visible health conscious route. Okay, and they want the consumer to buy. I don't think they really want to, because they want you to buy the big one, because they want to make the money, but they want the kind of the consumer to look at them as the healthy shop. So they've got to give the option, right? But they give that option because it is the right option. Okay. Daai is size as jy cashew nuts eet, wil jy 10 van hulle eet. Jy wil nie 30 van hulle eet. 30 is die probleem. Okay. As jy 10 van hulle eet, is it cool. It's a fair amount of calories for a snack. Okay. So fats are really important. That's also why we mentioned the yolk here. So if I'm eating, if people are talking about eat 3 or 4 eggs, it's a good eat 3 eggs for 3 boiled eggs, right? If your goal is to keep the calorie count down, you eat 3 eggs, but 1 yolk you take out. Okay, so as jy 'n omelet maak, en jy maak met 3 eiers te make, you make sure you take 1 of the yolks out. That 1 yolk will make such a big difference in the amount of calories that's in that actual meal. Okay, so fats are there, you need to watch very closely. Okay, I'm going to show you guys, it will all make sense with, in terms of the values. I'm going to do a little meal thing for you as well. Right, but that's essentially it. Right, we want to, if the goal is weight loss, we want to put less energy into the body than what we're burning. So we want to walk, run, exercise, just generally moving around the day. I want to be burning more than I'm actually consuming. And proteins are my meats, and that's my building blocks. Carbohydrates is stuff like rice. Obviously I've listed the good ones, but stuff like potatoes, pasta, that kind of stuff, that's all carbohydrates, right? Starchy carbs, and then we want to snack on good stuff, right? There's got to be fats in your diet, but we want to try and limit those because those are the ones that really mess with our calorie count. Okay, now we're talking about the calorie number the whole time. How much should I eat? Okay. If you're on the 6-week challenge or the 12-week challenge, right, we're going to do a weigh-in. We do it on a in-body scale. There's no calipers or anything, I'm not going to be touching you, right? You're going to stand on the scale. Essentially what it does, we put in there your age, your height, your gender, right? With that, then on the scale, we measure your body fat and your lean muscle mass, right? And this is what's different, and I hate to say this, but this is what the difference is between us and a whole lot of other facilities there where come and lose 10 kilos in the next 10 weeks, right? We give you a calorie number to eat which is specific to you as a person, right? It's going to be specific to you, Brandon. It's going to be you'll see when we do it later, it's going to be an odd number even, right? It'll be like 1,692. Okay, because it takes your numbers and your specific lean muscle mass and calculates it according to that. I'm not going to say, all right, all the guys in the group are going to be eating 1,500 calories, all the girls are going to be eating 1,200 calories, because there are very different body types and shapes and sizes here, right? We need to look at that. Okay, so that number is called a basal metabolic rate, which is a fancy bloody word. I only learned it once I started using the scale, right? But basal metabolic rate tells you how much you should eat. Okay, we then take that number. Let's say, for example, we've weighed in and it says your basal metabolic rate is 1,650. You should be consuming 1,650 units of energy, calories per day. Okay, cool. Now we've got a number. This is how much I should eat. If my goal is weight loss, right? I need to go and I need to take less energy in than energy out. So we're going to go, for weight loss, we're going to go basal metabolic rate minus 15 to 20% of what we should eat. Right, and we'll call it a deficit. Right, so it's called a calorie deficit. Very important. Basal metabolic rate is the amount of energy required to sustain life in a resting state. Okay, so dis 'n dag waar jy nie kom train nie, waar nie rondhardloop nie, gaan vir 'n jog nie, kan amper 'n Sondag waar jy op die bank lê en die kinders baie die hele dag. Okay, kan lekker rustig. Whatever I burn above that, so if you do a session with us, fitness session, and you're doing burning 400 calories, we should add that in there. Okay, I've got a lot of the guys that maybe go for 10k runs, right? We've got a lot of runners in the box. Whatever you burn on that run, you need to refuel the body with that. Okay, I always tell the guys, a good definition of this is a car standing in a parking lot idling. Right, good. It can run at that with that food in the body the whole day. But if I want to drive that car from here to Canal Walk, I'm going to need to put full fuel into it to allow the body to get there. Okay, so we take your number, we take 15 to 20% off it. And then, very important, we're coming back to the macros, right? I now know how much I should eat, right, in a day. How do I break that up, right? 45% protein, 30% carbs, 25% fat. That's roughly where we want to be. If your goal is weight loss, this is absolutely essential, right? This is probably the one you'll come back to me like, AJ, this is impossible, right? We've done it over and over and over, and the guys that have been able to hit that number are the guys that have gotten the absolute best results. I've had people on 6-week challenges do incredible results by eating enough, more than enough food for their body, but hitting that number, and that's the key. Okay, we've got to make sure that 45% to 50%, right? I've had guys push really hard and they've done 50%, right? Half of what they take in is good quality proteins, right? And then the rest, we split between carbs and fats. I always like for the carbs to be a little bit more because obviously that's your energy source, right? And then the fats, we try and keep to a minimum just purely because they mess with your calorie count, right? You can easily get this out of line, right? So, you're going to know what your calorie count is. I'm going to tell you how much you should be eating, and this is how we split it, right? But how do we calculate that split, right? So how do you know how much of your food is 45% protein, how much is carbs, and how much is fat? We're going to get onto an app called MyFitnessPal. Right, I'm going to show you that now.